Hi everyone. I have an issue for you that might at first seem to be just one story, but it's actually numerous stories all wrapped up into one. See, just recently it was reported that a young woman who was pregnant about a year ago and defended herself and her unborn child with a gun will possibly go to jail for 6 years. Not because she was found guilty of committing murder or killing someone outside of self-defense, but because of the gun. And in addition to that, because of a number of other very important issues that are often overlooked in the United States. Hi folks. Indeed, last December, 21-year-old expectant mom Chrissy Noble from Arkansas was alone at home when a man invaded the building and attacked her.
I fired one shot in the shoulder. He still came at me. I was hoping he'd run out the door. That's what I was hoping for.
But she says the man kept coming at her, so she fired 2 more times.
There was literally nothing else I could do.
Dylan Stankoff died. According to the police report, Stankoff had a rolled up duffel bag in his pocket and had duct tape with him when he entered her home.
She used a gun to defend herself and her unborn child and killed him. She was found not guilty of any wrongdoing. It was seen as self-defense. People should move on. No, sorry, the government is not ready to move on. She had a right to defend herself and her unborn child? Not according to the government. You see, even though she has rights that pre-exist the existence of the government, even though she has the inherent right to defend herself and the child growing within her, you see, about a year before this incident, Chrissy Noble pled guilty to a felony marijuana charge. And that means, as a felon, according to the state law, she can't hold on to a firearm. She can't exercise her right to self-defense. And now Chrissy Noble, a new mom, could spend the next 6 years in prison.
I won't even know my child. I mean, I'll miss out on everything.
So, war on drugs? Meet fear of firearms. And this tells us a few things that we might want to explore on our own, with our friends. First of all, the war on drugs. At least during the Prohibition era, the people who passed the Prohibition Amendment bothered to acknowledge that there was no power granted to them in the federal Constitution to prohibit alcohol. They bothered to amend the Constitution, their rule book that they swear to uphold, and then they moved on realizing that it was a big mistake, causing all sorts of crime, black market activity, and enriching the Kennedy family, and they rescinded that amendment. Okay, at least they acknowledged that the power wasn't there to prohibit alcohol. Well, we're not seeing that from the contemporary politicians since Nixon's days of the start on the so-called war on drugs.
Public enemy number 1 in the United States is drug abuse.
Now, people can have different feelings about the use of drugs, but as far as the rule book of the government is concerned, they need to amend the Constitution in order to engage on a so-called war. Second of all, if this woman has the right to self-defense, then why is it that she cannot exercise it after she leaves prison? This indicates that we have a major problem in the United States about how people perceive the prison system and the justice system. Because let's think about it this way. If the prison system deems that a person who has committed a felony is safe enough to be put out onto the streets, how is it that that person is not safe enough to employ his or her right to self-defense with a firearm? If the person's too dangerous to go on the streets because that person might use a gun, so we have to pass some silly piece of paper called a statute, which is supposed to stop this criminally minded person from getting a firearm, then maybe that person shouldn't be released to the general population. A few things to think about, a lot of different opinions on this, but this really brings a lot of these cases right in front of us. Well, feel free to comment on this, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We always love to hear from people. Really appreciate you watching. For MRC TV, I'm Gardner Goldsmith.